Hi there. So for a change of pace, this video is all about a stock Virgin 73 Ford Bronco. What happened was I stumbled into this vehicle in like a thrifty nickel, old newsprint, old school classified thing in Arizona. And the gentleman who owned the vehicle probably, wasn't a master of modern communication, but basically, I had a couple phone conversations with him, and he texted me like a postage stamp sized image of it via text from his like 90s cell phone. And there was something about the guy that it just felt right, so I grabbed it. Now, I originally purchased the vehicle in Arizona and brought it here to our shop with the intention of redesigning and restoring this truck and turning it into one of the icon Broncos. When this truck came off the transporter and I realized what I owned, there was just I couldn't do it. We could not take it apart. Just in ridiculous original condition, 36,446 miles on it. It could be 136, but I seriously doubt it. Everything is stock on this truck. When we got it, even the upholstery was original, although the front seats were fatigued, so we replicated the original patterns and had those restored. So basically, we spent about 4 days inspecting the truck in high detail. And then we put it through the paces at TLC and serviced everything we found not to be in factory condition or tolerance. So we rebuilt the factory power steering pump and replaced all the lines and belt. We replaced the center drag link and the steering stabilizer. We did a major factory tune-up, serviced the diffs, valve adjustment, valve cover gaskets. I went ahead and powder coated the air cleaner and some of the engine compartment details. Put a new master cylinder on it for the brakes, all new brake hoses. We repacked the bearings, all new seals, new front drums, new windshield washer reservoir and pump, oil pan gasket, tranny cooler and fuel lines. We replaced the door felts, a bunch of bulbs, and the temp gauge. And we rebalanced the drive shafts with new U-joints. My thinking here was it's just such a time capsule rare original condition that the thing to do was to keep the vehicle as stock as possible, but just to comb through it to make sure that it's going to be a reliable driver for somebody. I'm just, I don't know, I'm a geek, but I'm blown away. I've owned a bunch of Broncos in the past, even before we started doing them here, and I've never seen one this virginal and stellar. So it's a very rare color package of interior and exterior orange. It's also quite rare in that it is a Ranger with the Explorer package as well. So it has power steering as well as the dual tanks and automatic. I guess that's my whole story. So I was intending to produce this video as usual to help market this vehicle, but it turns out one of our Icon clients saw this truck and was just blown away by it and had to have it. So we've actually already sold it to that client. Look how clean those doors shut, man. So many times these early Broncos, the doors are just a train wreck. Remember, this truck just insane. And when we detailed it, we pulled all the factory floor mats out, and the floors were just ridiculous. So now we're going to do some modest upgrades. Again, respectful of the originality, but we're going to upgrade to power disc brakes. We're going to put a new OEM carburetor on it, and we're going to add the vintage air conditioning system. Keep your eyes open here because at TLC we've begun to respond to the interests of our customers to offer our work on various platforms beyond Toyota Land Cruisers. So vintage Willys, Broncos, Internationals, Land Rovers, they're all fair game. So we're not going to stock the extent of parts that we do for our beloved Land Cruisers. So timing-wise, we're going to have to order them in, but I suppose anywhere you're going to take those sort of vehicles, anywhere, you're going to have to do that anyway. So at least if you understand and respect our ethics and a matter of how we do what we do, trust that we're here to take good care of those other vintage utility vehicles. I really find too many times like shops don't give them the respect that they're worthy of. You know, like if you were to roll up to a shop with a vintage Benz or Bel Air or two-wheel drive classic, they'll get it and they'll give them that kind of love. But all of a sudden, if it's a four-wheel drive, they think throwing on some Pep Boys rims and a $200 paint job is all that they'll do, and I just don't get it. So like, look here, even these inner fenders, you know, on the Bronco, that's the first spot that they rot. And I mean, this truck's just in stupendous condition. So I trust our client will keep the miles low, keep her virginity, and keep her in the garage, kick out that M5. And this truck will hold its value considerably in the years to come. The Broncos are really on the rise. So I suppose I will now shut up. Then you'll see the audio switch to live, and you can hear how smoothly this little bugger runs. And then following that, it's a series of stills that I took while we were reconditioning the truck to show off the condition of the undercarriage. Any further questions? TLC4x4.com, 818-280-3330, and thank you again. So this shows the underside of the body prior to detail while on the lift. No rust whatsoever. Original exhaust system still on this truck. Really exceptional. I hear some shots. It's that same shot again. Whoopies. And then the rear floor. Just stellar. Thanks again.